everybody. This is me, Ivan Hunt, the host of Keep It Moving. This is the pre-show or the post-show, little discussion, and it'll probably only last maybe 5-10 minutes. So I just want to hear, me and Batista were just talking, and she said something that I thought was very profound, and I want to bring it back to the forefront. So a person has surgery, and then after the surgery, some type of spinal surgery or hip surgery or knee surgery, knee replacement, whatever. And from that point on, their physical health deteriorates. Now, you made a statement, and I want you to kind of go back and explain what fitness does or is in that scenario.
Yes. Okay. So that's why we say always that physical strength is like insurance. It's your capital. It's like the money in your bank account. Okay. So when you start, the earlier you start in life building physical strength, then, and by the way, for your information, we start losing muscle mass as of 30 years old. Okay, so if you don't do something real physical to start rebuilding or maintaining physical strength as of 30 years old, by the time you get 40, 50, 60, then your strength is way, way, way down. Okay, now it's very progressive, so most people don't realize that it's even happening. But what happens is when you build physical strength, the more physical strength you have, now something happens to you, like you have an accident, you break a leg, you have a surgery, or something happens, then the more strength you have, the more physical strength you have, the quicker and the faster you are going to recover from that situation. Okay. Now, the weaker you are and something happens, then it's very, very difficult to recover because you're weak, and now you're weaker with the surgery, so there's no reserve to recover.
Right.
So a lot of time people go down after something that they're healthy, then all of a sudden something happens, and they did see it coming, and now they can't recover.
I want you to explain a little further the word strength. So and maybe that's part of the masculine energy that you're discussing, we're referring to during our actual interview. I hear strength, right? And I automatically think, okay, what's my max, right? So what's my max on the bench? That's what I hear with strength. So what exactly do you mean, when you say strength?
Okay, so you're a guy, so you're automatically thinking about bench pressing. Yeah, okay, well, I think of bench pressing too, because I couldn't lift anything. I had so many injuries, I couldn't lift a pound, okay? And now I can actually do dumbbell presses with 35 pounds dumbbells in each hand, so that's not bad, okay?
Right.
So the relationship with how much weight you can lift and strength, actually, it does matter, okay, that relationship, because this is what the beauty about weightlifting, it's quantifiable, all right? So lifting, it's quantifiable. If you can lift a pound, and if you can lift 25 pounds, you're stronger at 25 pounds.
Right.
But it's not only about just how much weight you can lift, okay? It's about the balance in the body. So the way we explained earlier in your show, it's also about having a balance between the female and the male energy that we have, each of us in the body. Mm-hmm. So the way you express it, I'm gonna bench press, how much, that's kind of really male. So we don't look at it that way. We look at it more in a whole integrated form, where we look at the body as a whole, and we build the strength progressively from the inside out, which also strengthens the mind and the nervous system, and gives you quiet, peace inside the body. And this is where the healing takes place. And this is what people don't understand, is the healing. The body has an innate ability to heal itself.
Right. Reproducing cells, etc. When you cut skin,
but you gotta give it what it needs.
Mm.
So, you know, when you are able to ground and strengthen your body, your mind, and weightlifting is a great way to do it because you can impact the body with such an incredible amount of strength, you know? So that's what we mean by strength. And I tell you something, an example. We have a student, because the people on our system, they stay on the system for a long time.
Right.
You know, because it's educational, it stays with them for the rest of their life. So we have somebody, actually a medical doctor. He lives in Las Vegas now, but he's been on the program for over 15, 16 years now. Okay. And a few years back, he had a really bad bicycle accident. Okay, he broke his leg, I don't know, in 4 places. And the doctor literally said that he would be crippled if he hadn't been in the shape he was in. Okay, he recovered fairly quickly and he's back, you know, on his 2 feet. So I saw a banner. It was an AARP banner. You know, a banner on strength.
Right.
That strength is not optional. Strength is not optional.
I agree.
It's not optional. You know, so build your strength, because one day something is going to happen and you're going to have that surgery or that fall or anything else, and then what?
Right. I was actually doing some research last night, and a lot of insurance companies now are discussing preventive medicine or preventive counseling, coaching, the whole nine, and starting to focus on, you know, fitness, mental, you know, wellness, emotional wellness, in an attempt, you know, to try to cut back on, you know, the medical, how expensive medical bills are, et cetera.
Absolutely.
Healthcare.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we have another student, and she's been 18 years on the program. She texted me a few days ago. She texted me. She says, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to start to make a list of all the things that it would have cost me if I hadn't done the program. And I bet you that, you know, because, you know what I mean? 18 years later, her mother died of Alzheimer's. She took care of her for 6 years. You know, so many things happened. She fell, broke her this and that and that. And now at 68 years old, this is a woman who is entirely pain-free.
Wow.
Thanks to the program. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so now she's doing adding all the things that it would have cost her, you know, if she hadn't been on the program.
Cool.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I hear it. And again, this is the little post-interview, and I haven't done this before, so you're the first one.
You want me to take the first?
Right. But no, I just, you know, it touches home, so I see the relevance. What would be your last departing message for our viewers and listeners?
Strength training is the #1 preventative sport. It's the #1 anti-aging sport. Now it's been proven, beyond personal training, beyond yoga, beyond Pilates, beyond aerobics, beyond anything. Do the research and incorporate strength training. And you don't have to wait until you're 60 years old to start. Start early, because like it's insurance. And ladies, you're not going to get bulky.
Right.
You're not going to get bulky. Just keep an open mind, you know, take that leap of faith. And if you want the best of the best, then go to drfitnessusa.com, because we're going to save you about 10, 15 years of searching or going into a gym, hitting dart, like in a dark room, hitting this. Because I see what people do in the gym, you know, and I'm not saying there are people that are looking good and they do their thing and they're okay.
Right.
But for the majority of people, you know, especially the women, especially the women over 40, okay, because a lot of them have no clue. They go and they go from this machine to that machine, then they take a 10-pound weight, they do a little thing here. There's no real organization, no system, and we call it occupational therapy.
Okay. Really? Okay.
It's okay, that's okay. But it doesn't mean that it's really building strength, realigning the posture, and getting all those amazing benefits that you can get if you actually knew what you were doing. Because in our system, you can literally go to the gym 1 to 3 times a week for 30 to 40 minutes and get those results that we're talking about. So
Really?
it's not like you don't have to be a gym rat. You don't have to go every day. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't go every day. When we hear people and we say, "Oh, do you work out?" and they say, "Oh yeah, I work out every day," we go, "Okay, you work out every day." You know what I mean?
Right.
The body needs rest. Everything in balance. So hey, if you want to save yourself 10, 15 years of searching or hit and miss, and you want to get the results, then hey, go to Dr. Fitness USA, because we got the secret sauce.
I see. Batista, again, I want to thank you. I've really enjoyed our conversation today, and I know almost for a fact that somebody is going to take a lot of information from this, and they're going to be encouraged and inspired enough to actually take action. So I just want to thank you again.
Thank you.
So that's the post-show wrap up. This is Ivan Hunt for Keep It Moving. Holla.